Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heisler Theater at the Tudor House. We are so glad to be back here at the Tudor House and on this wonderful stage. If we could all just take one quick moment and check your phones and just make sure they're silent. Don't turn them off. And you can take all the pictures you'd like. We're very photogenic. Just don't use any flash because you know people go, oh, my line, my line. Anyway, we're looking forward to putting on a good season for you guys of theater. And we're going to start off tonight with arguably one of the greatest stories ever told. You'll find it in every representative library of classic English literature. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Next time you see me, I'll be Dr. Arthur Seward. Dr. Seward tells the story. So, goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in Transylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arthur Seward. I am here tonight to bear witness to the truth of certain events that you may find hard to believe, but I need you to believe them. I have here certain documents, telegrams, press clippings of the day, memoranda, letters in various hands. All needless matters have been eliminated, so that the history, though at variance with the possibilities of contemporary belief, may stand as simple fact. I present to you first excerpts from the private journal of Jonathan Harker.
I, Jonathan Harker, lawyer's clerk, articles to Peter Hawkins, Esquire of Exeter, England. I'm writing this journal in hopes that if misfortune should overtake me, it may one day come into the hands of those who love me. I set out from London on the last day of April to visit one of my clients in Eastern Europe. On May the 3rd, I arrived in Budapest. Came after nightfall to Klausenburg, on the border of Transylvania. At Blitzritz, there was a letter of welcome from my client, informing me that he would await me at the Borgo Pass. It was signed Dracula.
Bukovina! Bukovina! Coach! To Bukovina!
The road was rough, but still we seemed to fly over it with feverish haste. When it grew dark, there seemed to be some excitement among the passengers. They kept looking at me and then looking at the driver and urging him on with greater speed. The crazy coach rocks from its great leather springs. The mountains, they seem to come nearer on either side. Coachman, what is this? Where are we?
We are near your destination, young Herr. This is the Borgo Pass.
There were black, rolling clouds overhead. And in the air, a heavy, oppressive sense of thunder. Now we were through the pass.
Young Herr has not been expected after all.
You are early tonight, my friend.
A calichet with 4 horses drawn up beside us.
Let me help you, sir.
The coachman smiled, and a lamplight fell on a hard-looking mouth, with very red lips and sharp teeth, as white as ivory. We began to move. I looked back. The coach and its load of passengers had vanished from sight. We swept into the darkness of the pass. I struck a match. It was within a few minutes of midnight. Then a dog began to howl somewhere far down the road. The wind was rising, whistling, and moaning through the cracks. And the branches of the trees, they crashed together as we swept along. It grew colder, and colder still, and fine, powdery snow began to fall. The baying of the wolves sounded nearer, nearer as though they were closing in from every side. We kept on ascending, always ascending. The baying of the wolves was growing less. Presently, it ceased altogether. And just then, the moon broke through the black clouds, and by its light, we saw a ring of wolves running alongside the carriage in silence, with sharp teeth, and lolling red tongues, long sinewy limbs, and shaggy hair.
Welcome to my house.
I must have fallen asleep. The coach had pulled up into the courtyard of a vast ruined castle. The coachman was nowhere to be seen.
Welcome to my house, Jonathan. Come freely of your own will. Go safely. Leave some of the happiness you bring.
Count Dracula!
I am Dracula. I bid you welcome to my house, Jonathan. Welcome. The night air is chill. You must need to eat and rest.
Thank you. No, I
Nay,
can...
sir. Nay, sir. You are my guest, and it is late, and my servants are not available. Let me see to your comfort myself. Sit.
Thank you.
Can you hear them, Mr. Harker?
The wolves?
The children of the night. Or as you would say, the wolves. What music they make. Listen. We shall have some talking.
Well, you're not going to have any.
I never drink wine. You're welcome to the books in the library. As of yet, I only know your tongue through books. Though, to you, my friend, I look that I know to speak.
Oh, but Count, you know and speak English fluently.
Not so. Well do I know that I did move and speak in your London. None there who would not take me for a stranger. I trust you shall rest here with me for a while, so in our talking I may learn the English intonation. And I would that you tell me when I make error, even of the smallest in my speaking.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. You must tell me tomorrow all about England and of the estate you have purchased there for me.
Yes. I have the papers here. The estate is called Carfax. It's a very large estate. Old, dates back to medieval times, and there's a small chapel nearby.
I'm glad that it is old and big. I myself come from a very old family. To live in a new house would kill me. A house cannot be made habitable in a day, and how few days go to make a century. Yes, we Sescales have a right to be proud. In our veins flow the blood of many brave races. In this whirlpool of Europe, the Ugric tribe swept down from Iceland the fighting spirit that Thor and Wogan gave them. The berserkers displayed with such fell intent upon the seaboards of Europe that people thought that the werewolves themselves had come. Fools! What devil or what werewolf was so great as Attila, whose blood flows in these veins? This was a Dracula indeed. But the warlike days are over, and I am no longer young, and my heart, weary through years of mourning the dead, is not attuned to mirth.
I understand.
Excellent. I shall delay you no further. You'll find your room in readiness. And I advise you not to leave it during the night. For we are in Transylvania, and Transylvania is not England. Our ways are not your ways, and there shall be to you many strange things. Let me advise you, nay, let me warn you, in all seriousness, that should you leave your room, you shall not by any chance go to sleep in any other part of the castle, for it is old and has many memories. Be warned, if sleep now or ever overcome you, make haste to your own chamber. There your rest shall be safe. But if you are not careful in this respect, then...
I understand.
Excellent. I shall leave you to your sleep. Good night.
Castle is on the very edge of a terrible precipice. Stone falling from the window would fall 1,000 feet before touching anything. I explored. There are doors everywhere, and all of them locked. The door to the great hall, the door to the courtyard, every door in the castle is bolted against me. Count Dracula is a prison. And I am a prisoner. The next night, I could not sleep, so after a few hours, after lighting my candle, I placed my mirror on the dressing table. I was just beginning to shave.
You seem restless tonight, Mr. Harker.
I had not seen him, although the reflection of the glass covered the whole room behind me. I turned to the glass again. Count Dracula was over my shoulder. He was close to me. There was no reflection of him in the mirror. It was blank. Well, I started to shave. I cut myself and blood was trickling down my neck. Count, my mirror!
The blood. The blood. Wipe the blood from your face. Be careful how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think. in this country.
When I awoke, I found that most of my things were gone. My passport, my letter of credit, my notes, I could find no